Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Lore Master, and we are back here in the Waterworks with Agouti, and we'll see what he wants us to do.
The House of Durin will live forever!
Well met, Pine Wolf. So, Seamby sent you down here, did he? He must not like you very much then. 'Twas just a jest, of course. It's just a bit damp down here, but you get used to it, as long as you keep the mold out of your beard, that is. I've been studying the creatures of Moria since I arrived here, as much as I can without being devoured by them, of course, and I have learned a few things. If you'd be willing to aid me, I'm sure we can uncover their secrets. I suppose we could? And what is it you want?
Welcome to Khazad-dûm. Stay and speak with me a moment.
I am curious to know more about what lurks in the depths of the Waterworks. I have identified three major forms of the creatures here: toads, lizards, and spiders. All of them vile, creeping things. I want to know more about them. However, how you might stem their growth, yes. If you would bring them back some examples of the specimens, I would be able to determine who eats what, and perhaps I can find a way to pit them against each other. You can find these creatures all throughout the Waterworks. I would like to see these vermin distracted from their appetite for my kinsmen. Alright, fine. I'll collect some samples then. Now, my plan for this is to do one episode here in the Waterworks. Then I'll go back to the 21st Hall, since I've unlocked the 21st Hall just by talking to him. And I'll be returning to the Waterworks at least twice, because actually at least 3 times, because you have to come here in order to help save a dwarf that's under the well. You have to come here in order to kill the goblin runners, and then you have to come here in order to investigate the plaques. So that'll be 3 opportunities to do quests in this area, and eventually, from all those 3, I think I'll do enough quests here in order to complete the deed, since, as I said last time, my definition of completing an area is when I complete the deed. Now, I'm running into a lot of creatures that are not the types that we're looking for here. The turtles are something that were added for a special event. I think it was leading up to the turtle raid or something like that. And I believe they were originally intended to be here only temporarily. But because Turtles drops a necklace or something like that that at that time was very much desired, they eventually changed it so that any one of the creatures will be able to not any of those creatures, but they decided to make them permanent features in here, but they can be a real pain. Now, unfortunately, I'm running into, maybe I should have gone toward that toad that I just saw a moment ago, because I thought, well, there'll be plenty of creatures to get, but I haven't found anything. And except for that one spider, I've been running into turtles, I've been running into worms, I've been not running into spiders other than the one that I saw there and disappointingly ignored. Ah, but here, or was that a toad? Well, actually, it's toads, lizards, and let's see, toads, lizards. Unfortunately, glowworms. Actually, I was about to say that they're annoying, but just about anything here in the Waterworks can be a little bit on the annoying side. So, therefore, that's not saying much. Because you got these glowworms with their stickiness and all that vileness. I guess he did say that they're all vile crawling things when he was talking about here. Now let's see. Samples. And toads toads, lizards, and spiders. Yes, so therefore, okay, there's a spider right there, but I'm going to have to work my way through another one of these turtles. So let's take care of that. There you go. And now, spider. Here, Atticap. Come here. Thank you. And now, all I have to do. Now, technically, you could kill 8 of the same type of creature, and it'll count for the quest, but that sort of goes against the quest text, of course, because I really should pick up at least. I really didn't need to do a goblin runner right now, because later on I'll be needing goblin runners, but not just yet. But alright, now I collected 1 of each of the 3 types. So that satisfies verisimilitude, but of course I now need to satisfy the quest objectives, which is to collect 8 samples. So I will collect those samples and I'll be back. Hang on there. I just see a rare. Okay, we'll just put the spider there. What was that? Oh, was that a rare swarm? Hey, that thing didn't have much power to it, and apparently it did count for the quest there. But was that a rare I'm trying to think if I ever ran into a rare swarm creature before. Because, you know, I've run into, of course, rare elites, couple of rare elite masters, some rare signatures, and once or twice I've even run into a rare normal. Now, unfortunately, I was so quick at trying to catch it that I didn't take the time to because I was trying to think, was that green or was that blue? And unfortunately, because it's a rare, it has this little changing color to the. Alright, there you go. Varicolored shimmeringness and I guess you say Saruman type color changing to it. So therefore, it was hard for me to tell whether that was a rare or well, I don't even know if there is such thing as a rare swarm. Okay, I think. Oh, that's right. The lizards. Or maybe they don't always draw samples. Okay, okay. Well, the spiders did. Okay, yeah. Toads, spiders. Okay. Anyway, that's 8 samples. It's time to take them back. According to the LOTRO wiki, Swartgut is a rare normal. Alright, that solves that little mystery. So therefore, let's see what Agouti has to say.
The Lords of Moria have returned.
These samples are exactly what I need to break the mysteries of the Waterworks. With these, I can figure out the feeding hierarchy and determine the most effective creature for us to strike. Alright, and that is?
Perhaps soon we will toast our victory against the Orcs of Moria.
I studied the samples you brought me and have determined how we are to best thin out everything down with one simple stroke. The deep toads are the key to the survival of the lizards and the spiders. To strike the deep toads will be to strike their predators as well. How, do you ask? The lizards are unaffected by the venom of the spiders, and so the spiders cannot weaken them, making them undesirable prey for the spiders. Also, the lizards have enough cunning to avoid the webs of the spiders. The toads, on the other hand, are nearly mindless in contrast. Lizards and spider alike have little difficulty trapping and devouring the toads. If you remove the toads, the spiders and lizards will have no choice but to fall upon each other. Oh, will you do this? Alright, but I guess I have to take the bodies with me so that they don't start feeding on the corpses that we're leaving behind. I suppose so. Kill toads. Fun. While we're about killing toads, we might as well do another quest or two. Hello there.
At long last, thee will drive the maggot folk from our halls.
I am not going down to the banks again. Not after those leeches did to my legs the last time. I have a solution that I believe will get rid of them, but I will not try it. If you want to go down to the water and pour this in, you may feel free to do so. There are 4 places that are particularly bad, all near dead goblins. Those corpses are probably their primary food source. Oh, when they cannot find my legs, that is. Head just to the west, and you'll find the leech-infested water just beneath the rotting cellar. Alright, fine. I will find some goblin corpses and pour some of this on there. And perhaps that will help a little bit. Is this guy looking for anything useful?
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our holes.
Welcome to the rotting cellar. But I would not become too comfortable here. Well, how could you become too comfortable here? Anyway, there is a strange fungus spreading throughout these deeps, and it threatens to expedition success. We are not certain whence it came, but I have a suspicion. I believe the fungus to be spreading through the water. We must know where the growth is coming from. Take this cloth strip and dip it in the waters below. If it changes color, then things are indeed quite bad. Return to me with your results. Alright, so I'll take this equivalent of whatever paper, and litmus paper, I guess. And we will go and test this. Well, I suppose we're testing for spores, so instead of acidity, so perhaps things are a little bit different here. Now, ooh, a toad, a toad! We need to kill the toads, right? We're supposed to kill 8 of them. How lucky for there to be one just right where we needed to start our little rampage against the toads. And let us take a sample here. The white cloth turns green as the water soaks. Yeah, that's probably not a good sign. If he said something about changing color in there, and I'm pretty sure that's just not some sort of chemical reaction. I suspect there isn't a chemical in the cloth that is designed to just turn green from the presence of water, because why send me here if that were the case? Unless he has a really weird sixth sense of humor. Alright, there we go. Let's pour some here. And you see some leeches crawling in the water and use the toxin. I'm not too sure if anything happened. It doesn't tell me if anything happened there. All I can say, what will happen is if I throw this fireball at this deep toad, he'll jump into the water hoping that it'll put the water out. There seems to be mushrooms also near all these dead goblins, right? Or am I just mistaken in that belief? I was just mistaken in that belief. Oh, oh, here's the goblin right here. It's still pretty close to the mushroom. Right. 2 newt toxins. Well, I'll find a couple of more of those, and maybe I'll find another toad or 2 as I go through here. Hello, Silpha. I'm back with the cloth.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
So it is in the water. That is disturbing indeed, but perhaps to our advantage. I must ponder this information further. Orcs are a tricky foe, but I have never had to fight a fungus growth like this before. Alright, you could ponder about that, and I will go and speak with him about the Water and the leeches? Hello there. I've poured some stuff with the leeches.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
So you spread it everywhere you saw leeches. Excellent! Hopefully soon it will be safe to explore once more. Well, we'll find out. It depends on how effective that stuff is, I presume. And I killed those toads.
The House of Durin will live forever.
Excellent work! I have faith that soon the creatures of the Waterworks will no longer be a threat, and we will be able to retake it with ease. If you say so. Level 56. Okay, I suppose. That's a bit of an upgrade. Good. I've taken care of round number 1 for the Waterworks quests. So therefore, let us head back to the Chamber Crossroads to turn in that mapping quest. Then we can head off over to the 21st Hall. Here you go, Thalfy. Your completed map.
These halls will be great once more.
You drew this? Why, this is even better than the original. I appreciate the detail you put into it. Have you not considered a career as a map maker? Whenever I travel the Winding Way, I will thank you. You have my thanks. Okay, I guess you liked it. And now we are back in the 21st Hall, which is where we'll pick things up in the next episode of Piney Plays, the Lore Master.